never really felt pressure. Like my pops always told me pressure is like where you gonna live tonight.
Lamelo, a deep one with a foot in the Potomac.
I'm with you, partner. I've seen enough.
You know, we looking to be a playoff team this year. Everybody got the right confidence, so yeah.
All right, listen up. I need everybody's undivided attention. Right now, I'm here to tell you right now, LaMelo Ball, if he makes the playoffs, it will make him even more dangerous for years to come, ladies and gentlemen. It's already going to be dangerous for years to come. It's just going to pile on more and more and more. Shout out to everybody fucking with me today, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Number one right now, the Charlotte Hornets are 31-33. They're the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. We all know what's going on with Charlotte. They got a golden opportunity in front of them, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's up to the coaching staff and everybody. Everybody got a hand in this shit, even down to Michael Jordan. That's what I'm saying. Everybody need to be pulling to get this team to the playoffs because they truly deserve it. LaMelo Ball deserves to be in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. It would be heartbreaking if the Charlotte Hornets missed the playoffs this season because they were in position all season long. We all know why they even in this slot right now due to the circumstances, but we're going to save that for another day. I'm here to tell you right now, man, it's looking pretty decent for the play-in at least. It would be nice if Charlotte could swoop up and get a little bit more better in positioning, but I would say those chances would be tough. It seems to be the play-in is going to be the best case scenario. So if we just evaluate a few things, bottom line is yesterday they did play the Cleveland Cavaliers. They laid the smack down on them. You know, LaMelo Ball, he only played 8 minutes, but we're going to save that for another situation and that whole thing because that's a serious debacle going on. But I ain't going to spend too much time on that today. But Darius Garland, man, he really put the candle to him even in the loss. The man put up 33 points, 4 assists. I'm expecting Darius Garland and LaMelo Ball to have a crazy relationship for the next couple of years because they're going to be seeing each other for a very long time. These are one of the, I would say, probably the top guards in the East. Garland, Melo, of course, Trae Young is something like that. But I think LaMelo Ball needs to make the playoffs because Darius Garland is going to make it. They're not in the same draft class, but like I said, they're still young players, so they will be compared. You got Fred VanVleet up there in Toronto. Mind you, I don't believe any of these guys are even on LaMelo Ball's level. You know, Darius Garland is playing solid, but LaMelo has to make the playoffs because the last thing you need is these guys, you know, getting even more entrenched with the playoffs. Because mind you, when you go to the playoffs, you soak up so much game. It's a completely different game. You see the game differently coming from the playoffs. And LaMelo Ball needs to experience that. We want to see him in the playoffs. Right now, they do have the Atlanta Hawks trailing them. They're at 29-32, and they're the 10th seed. So look, they're 31-33, and the Hawks are 29-32. So they don't have a lot of breathing room, but that the Charlotte Hornets needs to create some separation because you never know when the Hawks decide to turn it on. They're having a crazy season this year at that. And mind you, the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant will be returning, so I would expect them to surge. You know, or who knows? Brooklyn is so unpredictable. We don't know what's going on with Ben Simmons, but they have a record of 32-31. Where I'm going with this is Charlotte can catch Brooklyn, but what I was saying was the chances are tough because I believe we did get breaking news that Kevin Durant should be returning this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So, like I said, I don't know how that fares for us. You got Washington right behind Atlanta as well at 28-33. They just got Chris Snacks, Porzingis, and Bradley Beal, I believe, is coming back. So be on the lookout for those guys. Who knows what they can do? It may be too late in the game for them to think that they're going to make something shake. Right. So that you see what's going on with the standards. So I think that the Hornets, unless they just and they've took some dips, I think they really set themselves behind the 8 ball. I think the chances of them really rising up in the rankings, I'm not saying it's over, but I think they had an opportunity when they pissed away some of those games for whatever reason. But like I said, the standards is what it is. Their next 3 to 4 games coming up is against the San Antonio Spurs, the Brooklyn Nets, the Boston Celtics, and the Pelicans. And you got games sprinkled all around. Where I believe you have Cleveland as well. You got Atlanta. You got a few. The schedule is going to be kind of crazy. So how do we fare? San Antonio, DeJounte Murray, that's going to be no slouch. Brooklyn, Kevin Durant should be back. Who knows what's up with Big Ben? Boston is doing their thing. New Orleans is really surging. I think New Orleans is a surprise team people are not paying attention to. So Charlotte is going to have to be on their P's and Q's because none of these teams are going to feel sorry for them. And Charlotte needs these games more than all of them. So they really need to get, it's money time, y'all. I don't know what's going on with Lamelo with the wrist, but like I said, I'm going to save that for another video as well, because I do see him favoring that wrist. But it is what it is. We'll get to that for another day. But where I really want to go with this is this, man. When you make the playoffs, your game goes to another level. Lamelo Ball is a player who's came in the NBA ahead of the curve than most young players in this league due to the fact that he played professionally at a young age. The man was playing top AAU basketball ever since forever. You understand? Chino Hill's prodigy. You understand? The list goes on, the accolades continue. So nobody was shocked to find out all the things he was wreaking havoc with when he touched foot in the NBA. And like I said, it's just beginning. Lamelo Ball, I guarantee you, if he makes the playoffs, I'm telling you, he will shock somebody. I'm not saying they're going to knock one of them teams off, but he going to scare the holy hell out of one of them. And I'm telling you, teams are going to be very wary of these Charlotte Hornets because they got some young guys on this team. They got some veterans. But all in all, this team is not afraid to roll in your building with the utmost confidence and take your ass out. So that's something that these guys, the teams in the East, especially these top teams, when you're looking at the Miamis of the world, Chicago, and teams like that, Philadelphia, and like I said, the East flip-flopping like hotcakes, they might want to be wary. Not to say that they won't be the favorite with none of them, but they could really, get down on one of those teams. Pause. But I want to tell you, how important is Lamelo Ball, his playoff berth? How important is that to his overall totality of his career to make it this season? Is it do or die this season, like, it got to happen? Or is it not that serious and he could wait another year or so to clinch that playoff berth? I believe time is of the essence and it has to happen now. Like I said, I don't want to see Lamelo Ball on the outskirts looking in. The playoffs will be severely lacking without Lamelo Ball present. And like I said, he will electrify. I could only imagine the swagger and everything he would bring to the court in a playoff setting. I'm pretty sure he will wild out. And they got guys who've been there before. So like I said, they're going to be a force. But the Charlotte Hornets, they truly got their work cut out for them. I don't know what's the future. I would think if they missed the playoffs, it would be some ramifications, for some players, even for some people on the staff. But bottom line is they got their guy, that's going to take them over the hump. Lamelo Ball is an international superstar. You understand? He just completely set the NBA world on fire, and it's only begun. MB1, the shoes is selling like goddamn hotcakes. I know Puma is just swimming in the resources. You understand? We're going to get all into that another day. I want to appreciate everybody that was tuned in today, but I'm just here to tell you that Lamelo Ball making the playoffs in his second season will make him even more deadly for years to come. You just look at all of the players that went to the playoffs and the seasons later and beyond. They just seen the game differently. They seen things that they didn't see before. The game slowed down. You understand? And also for the basketball team, Lamelo Ball making the playoffs this season will not only make him a better player, but even a better leader, because they will be in crunch time, pressurized situations where MB1 and the guys will have to figure things out in one of the most hostile environments. If you want to look at any of those teams that they will possibly be facing in the first round. Miami, that building is raucous. The United Center is crazy. Philadelphia, those fans are going to be just acting a goddamn fool. You understand? So I'm just letting you know, Lamelo Ball will take his game to the next level, and he won't be phased because, like I said, there's no pressure. Lamelo said there's no pressure. You already know what it is. It's just basketball. Y'all know what that is. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with the channel, man. Peace and love.